Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy on Nova.
Now, talking about Jodie and what she does in her private time.
Oh, no.
Take it away, Jodes. What do you got?
Can you not sexualise this, please?
What do you mean?
Can you not?
I'm just playing this absolute banger of a throwback by Genuine.
Yeah. Okay. So I have had the best massage of all time.
Oh.
And when I say the best massage of all time, it was a beautiful woman who came to my home and she set up her little table and I got completely naked and away we went.
I'm sorry, did you say naked? Hang on. You had a naked massage?
Naked massage.
What?
It's called a lommy lommy.
What? I bet it is. Were you happy?
It's a lommy lommy, which translates to rub rub. It's Hawaiian. Oh my God! Culture yourself, can you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go over and have a crack in Hawaii. See what happens.
Okay. So basically, you get completely nude, and the reason why is they want to stroke you from head to toe.
I wouldn't have said that, mate.
Gosh, a lot of key words here, which can be very misleading.
Okay.
But hang on, sorry. In your defence, I've been naked heaps of times at massages.
Oh
you.
my
So
God!
you just strip off.
Stop it! God!
How are they meant to get you back properly if you've got a bra on?
Exactly.
Oh, well, whatever.
What are we
There's a towel
doing in
over
this
that.
team? I thought we were a wholesome team.
Okay.
There's a towel over you, though.
How am I the only non-dirty bird in this team?
Okay, there's nothing dirty bird about it. Actually, it's very healing. So it's Hawaiian and they stroke you from head to toe and it's absolutely beautiful.
How does Greg
loved
feel
it.
about this?
He's
Have you called
fine.
him and said, honey, someone
Yeah.
else has been touching me?
Oh my God. As if he cares.
So he knows?
It's not. And she's, oh my gosh, she's the most beautiful woman in the world. It's very healing. They do a lot of stuff around it, sensual stuff around it that is tries to get rid of all the toxicity in my life.
There you go.
I.e.
You might need a
Hazy
few more
and
of them
Abby.
then.
There you go. That's a beautiful insight into what goes on in the private life of Jodie. A lot of text coming through as well, a lot of questions. I'll just read one blindly. It says, Jodie, how does it finish? Actually, don't answer that, Jodie. Don't answer that.
Andrew Hayes.
Goodness me. No, ask legitimate questions and I'll answer them for you.
I don't think people will believe you. 13 24 10. Also, have you had this massage? What's it called?
A lommy lommy.
A happy. I heard stroke. I heard all sorts of things in that conversation. I'm not sure anyone else out there is getting one of these naked massages.
Oh my God. If you don't want to heal yourself, I don't care.
All right. 13 24 10. Or send us a text. Have you had this before? 0400 919 919.
If he stripped off, he would probably burst into flames.
If he stripped off, his hamstrings would be like, cover me up. I'm so embarrassed that I let you down.
Don't, my hamstring. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
If you are just starting your day, you need to know what's going on in the last 12 to 24 hours. And we look to the absolute doyen of news, and that's newsreader Abby. Let's go.
It's even in my name. How just random is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about cost of living because it's biting everybody and I know it's really hard for so many people out there. But the Salvos have come out with this really interesting new survey today. They've surveyed 1,500 people across the country and there's some really surprising stats about how people are coping with the cost of living. So around 49% of people are showering or washing less to save money. 22% are either living in darkness or using candles and torches at night, while 1 in 10 are actually using public amenities to avoid using water at home. So these are some pretty scary statistics when you think about it and you think about all the people out there who are struggling. And we talk about it a lot of, cost of living, but this is literally what's happening on the ground for people to cope with those cost of living pressures. So, yeah, pretty interesting survey.
That's awful, isn't it? Goodness me. It's really biting at the moment. let's talk about Matthew Perry and his death. Apparently, it's being investigated by US law enforcement. So they're saying that he had ketamine in his system, which is the horse drug. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can, producer Emily was talking to us about it before, and there's a thing called ketamine therapy apparently. So you take really low doses of it, and it's to help with depression and anxiety and things like that.
Yeah, right.
Gosh, that sounds like risky business, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was it? We're saying it's Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah, Chrissy Teigen has
ketamine
used
use?
it before and done it before. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they're saying that they're still looking into how he got hold of that ketamine that was found in his system at the time of his death, and they're trying to zero in on who's responsible for providing it.
So as if it was prescribed, then that company obviously is in big trouble.
Well, I don't know if it's prescribed.
If it's prescribed, otherwise they're chasing illicit drug trade.
Yeah,
aren't
so
they?
if it was illicitly given, if it was illicit, then they could charge, I'm assuming.
But they're saying it's the equivalent of when you have surgery. It's like general anaesthesia. That's how strong it is. So
I know a guy who had open heart surgery, and they gave him ketamine afterwards for his pain relief.
Yeah, right.
And he was on a whole other level for a good week.
goodness me, if I had $1 for every time newsreader Abby said, I knew a guy, ... I'd be so
Some
rich.
Stories. In this space, though, I can understand. I've had a lot of surgery over the journey,
Yeah,
all
right.
football injuries. I
Yeah.
can understand in that space why people become addicted to those sort of opioids.
Yeah,
100%.
right. Okay.
It's very, very.
How does it make you feel?
It makes
High
you
as a
feel
kite.
fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Completely loosens everything up, and
Okay.
you absolutely feel as relaxed as everything. I remember pethidine as well after a broken finger.
Yeah.
And my shoulder was so bad that I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
That's one time I had to take methadone, and that stuff's dangerous. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, right. Okay.
There you go.
When you have a baby, they give you
Nothing.
no. When you have a baby and you have a Caesar, they give you a drug, and it's quite nice.
Right.
But
Okay.
anyway,
Dangerous stuff.
it's a whole other story.
Indeed.
Yep.
10 minutes past 6. That's your post snooze news. Coming up next, Jodes, while you're on fire.
Yeah.
Do you mind just rattling off the first question for the
Course I
6:15
can.
vending machine quiz?
No probs.
Love that from you.
What the fork?
What the fork?
The fork is happening.
What the fork goes on behind closed doors is the question for you. Newsreader Abby joins us right now, and she revealed something yesterday that had us shook.
Shocked. This was me afterwards. We're already sitting there in the fetal position because...
It's shook if you want to keep up with the young ones.
Oh, shook.
Yes.
We were shook.
I said shook.
Yeah,
Shooked?
he didn't. He said, I was shocked. It's
I was
shook.
shocked. Well, sorry. Righto. Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, am I right? Because Abby said this yesterday.
There I was in my bedroom. I just had a shower in my jammies, and I'm plucking the hair out of my chin, as you know, us women have to do.
And we were all shook, and we all collectively said,
Brother, what's that?
95% of the population of women understand what I'm talking about.
Do they?
Yes, I had so many messages of support yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not from Andrew.
okay.
No, not from Andrew.
Yeah. You've got more chin hair than me, you were saying. Yeah. I've got little bits of alopecia all over my face.
But hang
If we hang on, if we stand side by side and rub our cheeks together, will I get it?
Maybe. So that's the sort of stuff that you do in your spare time behind closed doors.
Well, I have to, unless I've got all this chin hair. We
Okay.
don't want that, do we?
Okay. Well,
I've got dark hair, I've got very thick hair, and I've got massive issues with my hormones. So here we are.
Okay, there we go. We eventually got there.
okay.
13 24 10. Your secret little behaviours behind closed doors. There's Abby's.
Please don't go to, honestly, don't solicit for calls when you in this space are not immune. Were you or were you not plucking hairs from your ears the other day?
That is true. Wow, nothing goes behind. Nothing slips through, does it? Yeah, I'm at an age now where I'm pushing 40. I'm getting black hairs on the side of my ears.
Oh, really?
What's that all
Oh.
about? So when you think about it, though, like you're supposed to have hair in specific places, like your eyebrows, for example, to stop dust from getting in your eyes. Hair inside your ears to stop dust from getting... Why the hell am I getting hairs on the outside of my ears? Big black fellas.
Don't
Maybe
know.
you've got hormonal issues too.
Oh, my gosh. We should rub ears, Abby, see what happens. Transfer some of the hairs over to yours.
Well, I thought about you last night as I was in the chemist, and you were talking about your chin hairs, and I was like, oh my God, This girl needs this. I brought you a light-up lead tweezer.
Oh, very
So
nice.
you know what?
That's nice.
I've got home tweezers. I've got car tweezers. Now I can have work tweezers.
There you go.
Thank
Go
you
for it,
so
babe.
much.
Right, 13, 24, 10. That's what Abby
they're
gets
good
up to
ones
behind
too.
closed doors. Your little single behaviours that maybe would expose just a bit of a harsh truth.
But yeah.
I thought I had some as well, some ones that I was getting away with. And then I asked my beautiful rock Cara yesterday some of the things that really annoy her. And turns out she is well aware of some of the things that I'm doing.
You wee in the toilet in the middle of the night and don't flush it, thinking that it might wake everyone if you do flush it, but it's actually worse the fact that you leave your wee there to stew overnight.
Thanks very
Yeah.
much, Cara. You're my rock, baby.
Stewing wee.
I thought I was getting away with that, and I thought I was doing the family a favour.
Why don't you press flush?
Because I don't want to wake up the family.
No.
Oh, see, I think that's my sister does that. She's got 4 children, and heaven forbid waking all them up. So they do that.
Sometimes it's so strong, it's like, it looks like honey.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that means you're severely dehydrated. buddy.
Yes.
Get some help with that.
Oh, good Lord. 13 24 10. Give us a call. What's that stuff you're doing behind closed doors? Your secret kind of behaviour.
Yeah, that maybe makes other people, if they found out, go,
Brother, what's that?
Danielle, what are you doing that's potentially going to expose you?
Oh, no, I hide my chocolate in my car glove box.
Yeah, that's good. You wouldn't be alone either.
Okay. What sort of chocolate are we talking, Danielle?
Oh, any, because if you take it in the house, it's gone.
Yeah, right. Your kids. The
Yeah.
bloody kids.
Yes, kids and adult partners are worse.
Yeah, so true. Well, you just sneakily keep eating that chocolate.
It's fine.
No one's going to expose you except for all the people listening right now.
You know what, I'll dob her in right now as well. My wife, Cara.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing. Sometimes if I need a little sweet treat, I'll just go check the glove box or a little secret compartment in her car.
Really?
And I'm sure I'm going to get a text any second now saying,
Yeah.
that's completely erroneous, that's bogus. But I reckon right now there's some lollies in there. The only problem is,
Yeah.
with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, they now know those little secret hiding spots.
So true.
So a good secret hiding spot that I've seen to hide chocolate from the kids is in the freezer.
Yeah.
You put it in the steamed veg bag.
Yeah.
Kids
of
aren't
course.
going looking in there.
I'm not going in there.
You're welcome.
Spot
I
on.
don't care. All right, let's go to Kevin. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. What are you doing behind closed doors, dare I ask?
A bit of a classic one, but biting my fingernails and spitting them out.
Oh!
Well done. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Kevin, you
but
sound
I'm
like
with
a beautiful
Hazy
man.
too. I do the morning wee as well.
Yes, because we're men and we're disgusting. Hey,
Yes,
Kevin,
we are.
I do the exact same thing. Oh, I'm not sure. Is it always your fingernails? Sometimes it's your toenails as well. Just any sort of nail.
Hey, if you can reach them, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Get that.
So, okay. Kevin, a question to you men. When you clip your toenails or bite your fingernails and you spit it out, who do you think is cleaning that up?
Well, generally it's my warehouse guy at my work when he finds them.
Yeah, that's it.
Or me doing once a week cleaning. So
Yeah,
it's,
right.
I'm like hurting myself, really, aren't I?
Yeah.
We're not monsters. We're not doing it in our homes. We're doing it at our workplaces.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
So it's okay.
Okay. Hey, Peter.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Good. What are you doing, dare I ask, behind closed doors?
Well, it's not me. About over 40 years ago, I was an apprentice, and I had a boss who used to sit there with a paperclip and pick his ears and then slide it into his mouth.
No!
Oh, no. That is horrible. And he's the boss, Peter. So can you give him some feedback, or does everyone just sit there and watch it and probably talk about it as soon as he's gone?
I think it was more that no one wanted to say anything. But he'd do it while he was talking to you.
What?
He doesn't care. He's past the point where he's like, you know what? I just don't care.
For words, what would it taste like, earwax? Ew.
But,
Brother, ew.
oh, no. Can't say this enough.
Brother,
Pretty disgusting, eh?
what's that?
That is horrible.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Adam, okay. What are you doing behind closed doors, please? Hello?
Okay, so back in the day I used to do FIFO.
Yep.
Hello?
Yep. Hi.
Hello?
Nope.
Hey, yeah, so back in the day I used to do FIFO. And I convinced the missus they were 3-week swings, but it only used to be 2. But the last week I used to just go to Thailand with a couple of the lads. For the last week.
Right, okay. So what, each and every time?
Yeah, so
Right.
What I loved as well, Adam.
not every time, but yeah, most a good part of them.
Yeah. Did it ever get to the stage where you'd come home and she's like, "Hey, you're not saving as much money as you probably should
Yeah.
be. Where's the money going?"
Oh no, I was still making cash,
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's good money.
Still making it
but
rain.
yeah, just not as much.
Yeah,
not
right.
as much.
And finally, Adam, did she find out?
Yeah, no, it's probably just got this. No, I never found out, but I'd always just come back home so refreshed, like I wasn't in the mines working like a dog.
Yeah, right. So
back a
relaxed.
better person.
Adam, so relaxed.
So maybe it was good.
Maybe it was good for their relationship. Yasmin.
Hello.
Please tell me you're not supporting newsreader Abby in this space.
I sure am.
Yes, Yasmin, welcome to the club.
Oh, yes, I have to do it a couple times a week. I get some black ones.
A couple of times a week, you are plucking your chin hairs.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Not all of us. Do you have dark hair, Yasmin?
No.
Oh, interesting.
No. I am only 41, but I am going through menopause
Oh, you poor thing.
due to having breast cancer in 2020.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, yeah, so now I get lots of hairs that I don't want.
There you go.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I reckon I was on the phone to Jodie last night, and as she was talking, I was a bit quiet because I was plucking a few out.
You can tell you're not quite in the conversation.
You've got your tweezers, you've got your house ones, you've got your car ones, and now I've got work ones.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
So I'm covered on all bases.
Goodness me.
13, 24, 10, those little secret behaviours behind closed doors that perhaps you're just hiding from your friends and family because you don't
Yeah.
want to be judged, you know?
Yeah, so true. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. What are you doing in secret?
I did it ages ago. I was working at a particular store and I noticed that their stock that they got from eBay was super cheap. So I decided to take myself into a business and I did the same thing. I grabbed the same stock and sold it for less.
Oh, you're a genuine entrepreneur.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
That's a good thing.
Well done.
Well done, Kayla.
Yeah, right. So did you hide that from your family, did you, Kayla?
I hid that from all my co-workers and I was kind of selling it as well at the store. So people would come in and come collect the items from the store.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. So what, were you stealing stuff from your workplace and selling it?
Yeah, but I kept my stock at the back.
Wow.
I'm just going to circle back. You're an entrepreneur. That's good. Highly illegal. But you know what?
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, that's all the big business dogs have got a story, don't they?
Got to start
Bezos,
somewhere, don't you?
All the big guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank
everyone.
you, Kayla.
It's good.
All right.
Handball bits. Handball bits.
Joe's Handball Bits has returned. I'll tell you what, if there's someone who represents this particular space better than our boy Gussie from Warradale, then I'll eat my hat.
We'll go, hey.
And guess what?
What?
The great man joins us right now in the studio. Oh, Gussie! How are you, our friend?
I'm good.
Beautiful.
Gussie, tell us about Handball Blitz last year.
Oh, it was really fun. I loved it, and it's good just competing on other schools. And the kids are so talented, so it's like a competition of all other schools, and it's just fun.
And you got to test yourself against the best, don't you, Gussie?
Yeah.
Have you been doing a lot of practice?
Yeah, with my mates at school.
Ooh, do you know what? Gussie got right to the pointy end last year.
Really did.
We're going to have a new winner this year. So are you confident, Gussie? Have you taken the next steps to take yourself to the next level to be our handball champion? Potentially.
Yeah.
Ooh, what have you been working on?
Just like lefties, left-handers, and through the legs.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that lefties was a thing. What? So you're genuinely switching up hands?
Yeah, it depends where the ball goes in the squares.
Ambidextrous handballs.
Yeah.
That's what we've always said.
For a sports reporter, you don't know too much about handball, do you?
Well, I'm still learning.
No,
I'm
we're
still
all learning in this space.
And luckily, we have our unofficial ambassador by the name of Gussie who's going to teach us.
Now, Gussie, what do you want to win for the prestige or do you want to win the cash?
Cash.
I was with cash.
Mum's just put her hand up in the studio. She wants to win the cash. $1,000. It's not to be sneezed at, Gussie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you went so far into the competition last year. Let's see if we can get you to the next level this year.
Yeah.
How would you feel playing in front of, like, I don't know, 50,000 people at the Adelaide Oval in the final?
Oh, it'll be amazing.
Be very cool, wouldn't it?
Gussie, just before we let you go, take us through the haircut at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
This is beautifully long.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My mum doesn't let me cut it.
Doesn't she?
Is that right?
And she says I'm a golden child.
Yes, it's beautiful in gold.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Gussie. We'll see you very soon.
Yep,
Good
thank
man.
you.
Let's talk inner monologues.
Can we?
This is a strange new space for me, would you believe it? And it turns out not everyone has an internal monologue. And new studies reveal that those who do not have one may struggle to perform certain memory tests. And new studies reveal that those who do not have one may perform I already said that, but I've already forgot it. See what I'm talking about here? This is crazy. So in this study published in the Journal of Psychological Science, great journal, by the way.
Oh,
really
the
good
best.
journal.
Of all the journals that I read.
Top shelf.
Yep.
Half of the participants had very little inner voice, while the other half had a very strong inner speech. There was a small percentage that didn't have one at all.
Okay.
Jodes, I think I'm one of those people.
Where do you sit?
I don't think I have an internal monologue.
Right.
So explain to me quite quickly, what even is an inner monologue?
So it's basically if you have a thought in your head, can you hear it?
No. I can't hear anything.
Okay.
What's going on?
All right.
Is that bad?
So there's no inner voice in your head saying, hey, Andrew, don't run that red light. There's no audible voice.
You know exactly what's going on in my head. You've got two options. In fact, you've probably got three options. Of course, you've got the little monkey playing cymbals.
Yep.
There he is. Oh, look at him.
Does he have a name?
Very cute. He shall remain nameless, because how could you put a name on such a thing of beauty?
He's
But also,
anonymous.
There's a little bit of a theme song when I'm walking around. And then sometimes the two combine beautifully.
Yep.
And I think that's my internal monologue. Here he goes. And I think that's the extent of my internal monologue.
And that's it.
And is that normal?
No.
What's going on in your head?
Well, I'm a woman, so at any given time there are, I reckon, approximately 15,876 thoughts going on at the same time.
And all sort of clashing over the top of each other?
Yeah. Oh, they range from what are the kids doing? What are we having for dinner? What am I saying on the radio? What's happening at Channel 10? Should I be in the news? Am I on the news? That sort of vibe, you know?
Wow, okay. What about you, newsreader Abby? You just overanalyzing everything, and what's your internal monologue saying right now?
Hers. I know hers.
Oh,
I hate everyone and everything. That's it, full stop.
No, on the other side of that, it's, oh, they don't like me. Oh, they just looked at me. Oh, they think I'm ugly. Oh, they think I'm this. It's constantly going. I need to do this. When I finish work, I'm going to do this. Oh, I need to do that. How's Tank and Tori? Is Tank waking up this morning? He's getting old.
Yeah.
And you hearing that back in your voice?
Yeah.
Like it's your voice, you're hearing that back?
Yep.
Constantly.
What's wrong with me?
Oh, can you just do the symbol thing again? Because
It's peaceful, isn't
I
it?
want to be out of my head.
Do you know what, ladies? Jump into my brain and let's go for a nice, smooth ride, shall we? It's good, isn't it?
It would be relaxing, wouldn't it?
No deep thoughts here. Oh, go off, little fella. Jump in.
I never thought I would say this, Abs. I really want to be a man.
I know. I know.
Ready? You ready? We'll leave you with this. You ready? Dun, dun, dun. Room for two more. I mean, I think it's pretty fair to say that we love love.
You say it best when you say nothing at all.
Spot on there, Ronan.
I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her.
Oh, say yes. Say yes, William. They did get together.
William Thatcher, was that his name?
Yeah. Thacker, wasn't it?
Or Thacker?
I think it was Thacker.
I don't know.
It was a real fumbly mess, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that a big-time movie star like Anna Scott would fall in love with just a random dude in England? But
And not
hey, it
also
happens.
not very nice in real life, to be honest.
Oh, okay. William Thacker, you've met him. Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Can I tell you about one of the nicest love stories that I've seen in a long time?
Please do. I need some faith.
You know when you see old couples, like really old couples, and it makes you go, oh, that is fantastic.
So I was just saying off air that I genuinely saw a couple yesterday who would have been, late 90s probably.
Oh, that's lovely.
Walking down the street, hunched over but holding hands. I love that so much. It makes me cry.
Yeah, and then you turn back over and they're madly pashing. You're like, whoa, what's the cutoff for pashing?
Can I just draw a line on something? Don't ever make that noise into the... Don't.
Grandma, that's my great-great-grandma over there. Just sucking a bit of face. How about this for a story, which is absolutely gorgeous? 88-year-old woman has married her high school crush after reconnecting at their 50th high school reunion.
Stop.
This is nice, isn't it? Her name is Elaine Hall. She's 88. She married her childhood crush, Roland Pissarro, 74 years after they first met. She's quoted as saying, I thought I had my life all figured out, retired to the beach, be with my friends, my family. But when it did happen to me, it was pure and simple chemistry. I feel the same way as I did at 15. I still get butterflies. I love him so much.
Oh, I love this story.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, my goodness. That's so nice. And I will say this to you and to newsreader Abby. Love strikes you when you're not looking for it.
Yeah, spot on. You listening to this newsreader, Abby? There's so much time.
So much silence.
I have nothing to say. I've already met the love of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could be 74 years in the making. Who is it?
He's a little bit shorter than what I would go for, but
it's Tom Wren.
that's okay.
Who is it? Tank or Tory?
Tank.
Oh, right. Okay.
He just hasn't broken my heart. Smells a bit funny.
Yeah.
Got little legs,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Like I said, short kings deserve love too.
No,
So
spot
true.
on.
Yeah.
Also,
so,
weird passion though.
Yeah.
Yeah, his breath smells
Not very good.
very badly, so I need to get him to the vet actually. But anyway, yeah, he's the love of my life because it's just easier for me at the moment.
And every time you make out, you have to give him a little doggy treat. It's weird.
Correct.
It works.
Strange. He needs to be rewarded for performing certain tasks. I love these stories, though. 13,
Oh,
24,
it's
10.
beautiful.
Are there other stories like this out there? Like, did you reunite with someone after years and years apart?
You do hear about this quite often about like husband and wives splitting up and then they get back together and remarry.
Like those stories where you could genuinely almost write a script on it.
That's what we want to hear about this morning, 13 24 10. Christy, what happened with you, love?
Hey, my partner and I got together 4 years ago, but before that, we knew each other in high school. He actually dated one of my friends back then, so this is going back 15 years ago. We got told numerous times by friends to date, and that kind of put me off him for a very long time. And then eventually I was like, what the hell, I'll reach out to him, and we clicked really quickly, and we've been dating ever since, and he's the love of my life, and I'm still waiting for a ring, but...
Ooh, okay.
So, Christy, you went to high school together. How long ago?
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah, so I knew him, obviously, through my friend and him dating,
think he was
and we hung out a few times, but yeah.
I was going to say, did you think he was a bit cute back then?
I did think he could do better.
And then he did do better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Hey, what's his name?
His name's Jared. He was actually on the show yesterday with the Guess the Songs thing, the classical.
Songs.
Nice little victory for Jared yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Every opportunity.
I'll tell you what, Christy, what he can do is he can take you to a wall cinema.
Yep.
And potentially pop the question. Who knows?
We have essentially facilitated your engagement. You're welcome.
Yeah, maybe.
Good luck with that. Well, there you go. This is nice. There's good stories out
Isn't
there.
that lovely? Good morning, Susie.
Oh, good morning, guys.
What happened?
Well, when I was at school, I was like 16, and I had become friends with this guy. He was a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we lived in the same area, and we sort of hung out for a little bit, but I had this huge crush on him. Obviously didn't tell anyone, wouldn't let him know. And we sort of, became friends, but then we went our separate ways. And 30 years later, I was out at the shops, and he actually stopped me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just came up and he's like, oh, yeah, do you reckon you remember me? And I'm like, look, I don't even know who you are. Go away.
Yeah.
Get it off my face.
Yeah, that was kind of that. And then he, explained who he was, and I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe that. Yeah, and now we've been dating and together for about 6 years.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
My mind first goes
it's
to
amazing.
which shop? Which shop was it?
You know what? I'm not going to say it because I'm really embarrassed.
No, go on. Please say it.
The Reject Shop. No, because when I tell my friends the same thing, and they're like, "That'll be right."
That'd be right. There's no message in that, though, is there, Susie?
No, there's not. No, there's not.
Coincidentally,
Yeah, so-
that's where I found my new co-host on Nova.
Oh, there you go.
Would you believe? At the Reject Shop as well. I was in the bargain bin. That's good, isn't it? Oh, good stuff. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Susie.
Susie.
Thank you so much to everybody who has contributed in our little love gathering.